My name's Dan Page, and I work for DiGICo as a sales application specialist. We're going to have a look at the SD consoles and our snapshot programming features. Since the beginning of digital mixing consoles, it has been clear that a huge advantage over their analog counterparts is the ability to easily recall stored mix settings. And today, every digital console incorporates some form of scene recall system. Here at DiGICo, we call them snapshots. The clue is in the name, snapshots. They are exactly that, a snapshot of the state of the desk. But how much information is actually stored? In short, everything. Every time a snapshot is made, the console stores the position of every controller, every EQ, compressor setting, aux, send, fader, mute. So you might make a snapshot for each song in a band's setlist, or for each scene in a theatre production. And the DiGICo snapshot system ensures every channel setting is stored. You don't need to remember to store individual settings. Making or updating snapshots stores everything. So now that we have everything saved, we need to be able to recall it. It may be that you do want to recall all of the stored data back with the firing of each snapshot. No problem. Every snapshot can change a setting in every channel if that's what you need. But the reality is that you will probably only want to change some elements of the desk. To make this possible, we can filter the recall of the stored snapshot data through a series of user-defined filters or scopes. The level of control that scopes provide is astonishing. For each snapshot, individual controllers on each channel can be set not to recall. This allows totally precise programming to occur. Globally, we can choose which elements of the console should be recalled with snapshots. This is great for preventing chosen channel type or processing function never to be recalled in any snapshot. But sometimes more detailed programming is needed. For example, you might want the aux send levels to be recalled on channel 37 in the first snapshot, but not in the second. Or a subgroup EQ needs to change only in snapshots 4 and 5. This detailed level of programming is easy to achieve using the tick and cross system. Just set a green tick for the items you do want to recall and a red cross for the items which should not recall. You can also prevent changes to channel settings by using the recall safe function on the channels themselves, perfect for protecting individual channel elements across all the snapshots. Moving beyond the basic store and recall on a song-by-song basis, the DiGICo snapshot system incorporates a wide selection of advanced controls and options. We can crossfade any selection of individual controllers between snapshots. So, when you fire into a song, a channel fader might slowly fade up, or an EQ could morph from one setting to another. The powerful nature of the snapshot system allows different crossfade times to be set for individual parameters on every channel, giving complete control over snapshot-to-snapshot changes. Each snapshot can fire a series of MIDI messages, note on, note off, program change instructions for changing patches on external effects units. We can transmit MIDI machine control for controlling external playback devices. This extensive implementation of MIDI allows total integration and control of MIDI-enabled devices into your console setup. A unique feature of our snapshot system is the ability to group snapshots together and apply changes to them as a group rather than updating individual snapshots. Imagine you're mixing monitors. At the beginning of the show, you need to add a couple of dBs to an aux send, but you want that change to be applied to all the songs. This could be achieved in other ways, maybe taking the work surface offline and making edits to the other snapshots one at a time. But by taking advantage of our relative groups mode, a relative change to a controller, in this case an aux send being tweaked up by a couple of dBs, can be updated across your entire show. No matter what the stored value was in each of the snapshots, they would all be updated with the new value, which is 2 dBs hotter. It's as simple as having a single group that contains all of your snapshots in your session, and then having made the change, updating the group instead of updating the individual snapshots. All the careful programming and level changes from song to song are maintained, just with the relative level of change applied. Our comprehensive snapshot system is standard on all of the SD consoles, but on one console in particular, we've gone even further. The DiGICo SD7T, the T standing for Theatre, incorporates our industry-leading Theatre Snapshot or Q system, providing complete control and advanced programming tools. The SD7 has become the benchmark console for West End and Broadway musical theatre. The unique combination of the Stealth digital audio processing engine and the SD7T software package makes for the ultimate theatre console. So for live shows and theatre productions, make sure your console has the right programming tools. Make sure it's a DiGICo.